Rise and shine, beloved great grand rising. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We are here, we are here. Let me throw a great grand rising up on Facebook. I apologize for yesterday. The Wi-Fi was popping on and off. It was so cold. It was only like 3 degrees here, and we are here today. All right, let me just throw a happy 21st day up on the screen for us today, and we're going to get started. And you guys know I can't do this until I go live. There I go. Okay, here we go. All right, happy 21st day. Okay, there we go. All right, beloved, let's get ready to activate. We are here. Come on in, give me a great grand rising. Let me know that you are here and that we are ready for business today, all right? So let's go. We're going to sit with good posture, feet flat, back straight, hand on heart, hand on core, if you will, and take a good healing deep breath in and exhale. Let's relax, beloved, from the crown of the head, skin over the scalp. Let it relax. You'll feel it pull your eyes and your cheeks down. Let the tongue in your mouth relax. Drop those shoulders down from your ear. Allow your arms and your fingers to be loose and free. Opening up this chest area by sitting erect. We breathe. Exhale. Allow those thighs, those legs, those feet, those toes. Anchor yourself deeply here because we want to allow the spirit to soar. Turn that focus inward now to the rich inner life, the kingdom that is within. And we are here. We are here. We relax. We breathe. We open up our heart in gratitude. So thankful and grateful that we get to be here today. So thankful and grateful that we are well today. Thankful and grateful. It will be an amazing day. It is an amazing day because we're going to make today count. We're going to make today matter. With that being said, beloved, let's go ahead and pick up where we were yesterday. And for context, let me just go back. This is the 21st day of early morning empowerment first word gathering. And we're doing many things here, and I'm extending it this long. I think the longest I've ever done early morning empowerment was maybe 21 days. Maybe I've done 30 days in the past. I'm not sure. But this is all about me even taking advantage of this time to create new habit. Grand Rising, Jewel, thanks for joining us live. For me, creating new habit and new posture, all right? With that being said, beloved, let's take a look at where we traveled over the weekend. And we're talking about intentional focus. And we're just not saying words, although these are high vibrational words, but we want to go beyond words into giving ourselves support. So what we're doing is putting wheels on the vehicle that's going to carry us throughout the year, that's going to support us. Beloved, if you don't put proper support in place, you can have the best intentions in the world sometime, but because we are dealing with so many opposing forces, stimulation from many places that's designed to activate fear, distraction, hopelessness, we get sidetracked sometimes. We don't intend to be distracted, but we are. But what I want to do today, I want to pull and raise our frequency up so that we're dialing into the right timeline, the right mindset, with the right expectation. So let's just take a moment and do a prayer formation, and we're going to pull and raise the energy up so that we could dial into the right frequency. And the right frequency, here's our prayer formation: everything always works out for me. I always have whatever I need whenever I need it. I am equipped with everything I need to prosper my life. I am a success. Everything I touch with my hands are blessed. And it is so. Everything I touch with my hands are blessed. I rebound from setbacks instantly. I do the proper energy management to bring my body, my mind, my spirit, my emotions back into harmonized synchronicity so that I know that there is only abundance. The blessing of the Lord makes us rich. He adds no sorrow with it. I am divinely guided, divinely protected. I have divine provision. Can we just breathe that in today in this prayer formation? We rest in that. Let that get all in your spirit, all in your soul, right? Breathe and exhale. So when we talk about now your new best friend, I introduced you to yesterday or reacquainted you with your new best friend, intentional focus. And let me just go ahead and read my definition of intentional focus in the spiritual success community. Intentional focus is the deliberate, notice these words now. Intentional focus is the deliberate alignment of your thoughts, your emotions, and actions with a higher purpose or divine intention. It is the practice of directing your energy and attention toward what aligns with your soul's calling, fostering clarity, presence, and spiritual growth, which leads to a transformed life. All right, so you can put that in your notes, go back, listen to the replay, write it down. And today, we want to talk about deliberate alignment that is necessary for intentional focus. So when we use the word deliberate alignment, that means that you're doing this on purpose. You're setting your heart and your mind to be able to do this and flow in this direction. What direction? The direction of where you know you're being called to. And I can hear somebody saying, well, Dr. Sanders, I'm just not there yet. You know, I'm still in a place where I'm confused. I've just been dealt a blow, a setback, whatever, a disappointment, and I'm regrouping. That's okay. You want to do that with deliberate intent as well. You want to deliberately align yourself, watch this, with the body's frequency that brings homeostasis, that brings wellness, mental clarity, right? Divine imagination. You want to align yourself with all of that. What does that look like? That looks like you intentionally being quiet and being still. Now, when we use these words, be quiet, be still, it doesn't mean that you don't ever speak. It doesn't mean that you don't move around. It doesn't mean any of that. It is we're talking about an inner posture of quiet, an inner posture of stillness, an inner posture of, like the sacred text says, be anxious for nothing. We're not going to be in anxiety and anxious energy and, trying to panic. Panic is a response to an energy that wants to activate fear and hopelessness. But beloved, you're not hopeless. You're not out of solutions. You're not ever out of answers, right? So when we start talking about deliberate alignment, you have to know where to go. As you begin practicing stillness, quietness, right? You become very uncomfortable with energies of anxiety, stress, fear, hopelessness. That will begin to feel foreign to you. And the minute your spirit tips over there, you pull it back because it's so uncomfortable. So what I want to do right now, I want to break the power of the familiarity of stress in your life. You got to hear me. I'm going way out with this. Come on, we got to go here. I want to break the power and sever the comfortable and familiar relationship you have with stress. Feeling stress all in your body, walking around knotted up, breathing shallow in the fight or flight, the fear way of breathing high in the chest. We want to come against, I have to repeat this because we want to break it up now. We're breaking it up now. That comfortable and familiar relationship with stress, worry, anxiety. We release you from that now. We release you from that now. And it is so. Practice coming into calm, peace. This is like the first thing to do in order to, you can't begin to put these things in place until you learn how to quiet your soul. Be still, my soul. There's an old song we used to sing in the church that said, blessed quietness, holy quietness, what assurance fills my soul. On the stormy seas, Jesus speaks to me, and the billows cease to roll, right? Blessed quietness, that is an inner posture. The song is speaking to chaos, confusion, like being out on the ocean and the storms and is raging and the waves are just crashing and everything is being thrown. In a state like that, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're going through, the song says, blessed quietness, holy quietness. That's an inward posture. What assurance fills my soul on the stormy seas. I got that inner voice working, my inner ear, my higher self, my God self, Christ within. Jesus speaks to me, and the billows cease to roll, right? All these old songs are just coming. I mean, these are real old ones. I think I still hear Jewel, right? Another one, an old song, I believe the Roberta Martin singers sang, Only a Look at Jesus. So bowed down with all the things that encumber us. But we can take one look in the direction of peace, one look in the direction of love, and we are fine. We are okay. So we are never alone, beloved. I want you to know that. We are never alone. So as we're looking at the spiritual definition of divine or focused intention, it's about deliberate alignment. Yes, Jewel, yes. You're remembering all the oldies but goodies, right? Some of the songs we tweak, if you notice, I always put a higher vibrational definition on some parts of a song so that everything in me knows I'm not struggling, I'm not hopeless, I'm not lost, I'm not alone. None of that is happening. But we are surrounded. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ears, the Son of Man discloses. He walks with me, talks with me, tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. All of that is talking about an inward posture, an inward knowing. That's why I always tell you, turn that focus and attention inward. Tap into the rich inner life, the kingdom of God that is within, that is filled with infinite power, infinite potential. And I want you to write this in your notes. Talk back to me. I am infinite. I am infinite. That means that we have access to infinite power, infinite resources, infinite intelligence, infinite answers. Everything you need, beloved, is in here. It's in here. So as you train yourself not to be moved by what you see in your reality, and the more you can come into divine insight and imagination within, the more you'll be able to chart your own course. So when we talk about intentional focus being your new best friend, the first thing we have to do is be intentional about focusing on energy management. Please write that in the notes. Energy management. Energy management is about managing what we said here about the alignment of your thoughts, your emotions, your nervous system, your chemical responses in the body, your hormonal reaction, which is the chemical responses, all of that. We have to be very intentional about managing it so that you come out of mindset misery. Energy management will help you manage your mindset where you can start coming into more hope, more expectation, more silence within, more stillness within, more calm and peace within. And we're so thankful and so grateful that you have the capacity to do this. Be thankful and grateful. You have the capacity to do this at any given time, any given moment. You can get this done. So we want to be intentional. We want to come into deliberate alignment. Deliberate alignment. My thoughts are the thoughts of the Creator. I am one with God. My thoughts are His thoughts. Because I'm deliberately aligning myself that way. I'm posturing and positioning myself that way. I believe it was maybe Albert Einstein that says, I want the thoughts of God. I think that's who said this. Everything else is just commentary, right? I want the thoughts of God. I want to think with the mind of God, right? And so we're so happy about that. We don't want to be in meditation where we're just letting thoughts run amok, but we want to be in what I believe the Japanese call Kamkura, which is the thoughts of God, the inspired thoughts, the thoughts that come from five-dimensional realm, that fifth-dimensional realm of Christ consciousness, high Christ consciousness. So in order to be able to have intentional focus, you have to come into deliberate alignment of your thoughts, your emotions, your speech, your actions, and you bring all of that into stillness, inward posture first, because you have to be godly before you could do godly. And you'll find out when you take care of being, the doing gets easy. The doing starts taking care of itself, beloved. What we have been doing is working backwards. We've been busy doing, and not being. Doing, don't know who you are. Doing, don't know what your purpose is. Doing, not tapping into your original wealth attractors, your God-given gifts that you came here with to help you. Yes, yes, that's it. Doing, getting tossed to and fro. Doing, being affected by what everybody think, what everybody say. But no, beloved, today we release that. We release that pushing, that running with the herd, running with the crowd, doing what everybody else is doing. We release all of that. We breathe. We exhale. We come to the place of zero, which is the place of the spirit. We come to that zero mind. We rest. We relax. And we come into deliberate alignment of my thoughts aligning with the thoughts of the Almighty Creator. My feelings and emotions are at peace. The inner conflict and confusion is at rest. The billows cease to roll. Come into blessed quietness and peace so that you can hear. As we often said to the students in the School of the Prophets, look to see. When you're here, this is when you want to look to see with high 4D divine imagination. Look to see. Listen to hear something. Sense to feel something. And that is what we are here to do. We're here to bring everything into divine alignment with the order of God, with the order of the universe. We want to come into divine alignment. We want to raise our vibration and our frequency. It doesn't matter who is in the White House, the State House, because we know that when we're tapped into the right frequency and the right mindset globally, universally, only the will of God will prevail. So today, in your life, we decree and declare that this year, 2025, me first. I'm coming into order myself first. There's something that I do when I have to reset myself, when I'm kind of like not so much gone off the rails, but maybe not paying as much attention. You got to have what I call intentional anchors that bring you back. And I say, okay, first I want my body back in homeostasis. I want my body back in harmony, alignment, and agreement with the right frequency, the earth frequency, the universe frequency, God frequency. We want it all back. And one of the things I do is, okay, I'm going to be responsible for all my numbers. Every number we're going to be responsible for. That means my body weight number. That means blood pressure number. That means blood sugar number. Just checking all those. Thank God all of those are all where they're supposed to be, right? But we want to make sure. Because what is that? I'm paying attention. I'm bringing my focus and my attention inward so that I can do what I know I'm here to do. All right, beloved, deep breath in and exhale. We'll be right back here tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern time. I'm glad the internet didn't pop off today. Have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. Bye now.